You may have seen my previous videos regarding moving to Olathe, Kansas and moving to Overland Park, Kansas. And a common theme you saw running through both videos is that they're very similar, and some people would consider them to be siblings, but one definitely has certain distinct characteristics that the other does not. So today we're going to leave out most of the broad numbers and things that we've talked about in the previous two videos and mostly talk about Olathe versus Overland Park so you can make an informed decision on which one you would like to live in. Today we're going to compare and contrast both booming suburban Kansas City, Missouri cities. So let's talk about it. My name is Greyson Roberts, a realtor and owner of Boss Properties. If you are looking to relocate to the Kansas City or Missouri area, anywhere around those, give me a call. I'm a realtor in the greater Springfield, Missouri area. I'd love to take the weight off of your shoulders and help you find your dream home and make your relocation to the surrounding areas much, much easier. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and real quick, don't skip ahead because today we do have a Boss Properties sponsor. They are a long-term sponsor. They sponsor all of our content on all of our platforms. It's Webull, our favorite free online stock brokerage, and they're actually going to pay the Boss Properties users an exclusive sign-up bonus of 6 free stocks when you do open and fund an account. Thank you guys for supporting the free online stock brokerage that I recommend everybody gets. I use it daily, and let's get into comparing and contrasting Overland Park and Olathe, Kansas. Overland Park and Olathe, Kansas are both cities in the greater Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas area. It's just the northwest region of Kansas. Let's just say that. Wow, we're really off to a word salady start. Even that didn't make sense. What's going on? I need lunch. Both cities are known for their strong economies, good schools, safe living environment, and diverse population. So let's start with the first main difference of these two cities, and that would be their population size. Overland Park is the second largest city in Kansas, coming in at 190,000 people approximately that live there. Olathe is the fifth largest city in Kansas with 135,000 residents, so it's a little bit smaller. So as a natural result of this, Overland Park does have a more variety of shops, things to do, eating, and other amenities. So that is a plus with Overland Park over Olathe. Now let's swing it back the other way, and this is something that Olathe has a major leg up on compared to Overland Park, Kansas, and that would be the cost of living, but more specifically the housing costs. Overland Park is just across the board a little bit more expensive than Olathe. Things that are kind of exceptions like, groceries, that's relatively going to be similar and actually below the national US average. And, gas, utilities, all that stuff is relatively similar. But the biggest difference is the housing cost. The median home price in Overland Park, Kansas can range anywhere from $300,000 to $500,000 for the average home, compared to Olathe, that's only at about $250,000. Now, it's important to state that the market has shifted and things are moving every day. So if you're watching this in a month or two or a year, things could be drastically different, but just saying, Overland Park, their average home price is significantly higher than Olathe. And I've said this in my previous two videos, but I used to live in Olathe for the cheaper cost of living and spend all of my time in Overland Park so I could take advantage of the thriving, nicer, in my opinion, a little bit nicer community compared to Olathe. So yes, Overland Park does have more to offer and has a higher cost of living, but it's a pay to play, baby. It's a nicer place to live. I personally was a fan of the lower housing costs of Olathe. So in my opinion, Olathe gets the point on that one. Other than that, that is the biggest difference, is the housing costs and rental costs. That is the biggest determining factor and probably where you want to live. If I had to jump in your brain, something tells me that you're thinking, man, I would really like to live in Overland Park. However, Olathe just makes more financial sense, and I don't blame you. That's exactly what I did. However, if you can pay to play, baby, Overland Park is awesome. They're both a short drive from downtown Kansas City, Missouri, and that just opens up a whole new world of opportunities, and both share that characteristic. Overland Park and Olathe, Kansas are both great places to live that offer lower cost of living than the national average, except for housing. Overland Park is 18% higher in housing, which is pretty significant. But they're both safe, they're both quiet, they're both a great place to raise a family, and they both have different characteristics. I kind of see Overland Park as the bigger, shinier brother of Olathe. Not that Olathe is bad, but Overland Park is just better, unless you determine the housing costs. And then I like Olathe. Anyway, I'm not here to tell you which one is better than the other. I'm here to just kind of show you how similar these two towns are, but what is the biggest determining factor in the differences, which is probably the most important part of anybody's decision on picking where to move, and that is the housing costs. Olathe will win 9 times out of 10 on that. Anyway, guys, if you'd like a deep dive on Olathe and Overland Park, I have 2 full-length videos dedicated to each of those towns here on this channel. And if you are looking to move into the area, or if you have any questions you want to ask, call, text, email, reach out 24/7. I don't sleep. I'm a daggum robot. This has been Boss Properties. Get that free money with Webull, and I'm looking forward to helping you relocate and get your dream home in Kansas.